What up, YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, and everybody else is going to be watching. I'm U.S. Fuelen, aka Student Hero, Student Fighter now. This video is mostly going to be about helping Coan and how it's being closed down and it's taken away from the community. It's making it really tear apart, and not just Coan itself, but all the other elementary schools being taken down. Well, the first thing I want to talk about with the Coan and the with the Coan, yes, and the redistrict thing is Coan actually be fusing with King and just closing Coan down, apparently, or changing it to a 6th grade academy for Emin. I really don't like that idea. I don't like the idea of being a 6th grade academy for Emin or going with King, because one, if you go with King, then that means you take down Coan, it's all going to be closed, and that's a school in the community, and I really don't get that, because you're closing down all the elementary schools, including its only middle school in the community, so you basically have no more schools in the community, which makes the community collapse and just fall down. But now you're going to move all these kids to another school, which is King, and not just Coan, but all the other schools that are being closed down come to this, not just this one school, but come to mostly this school, King, which is going to start turf wars, because all these different kids from different parts of the city trying to defend, or we up here in Kirkwood or Edgewood or Zone 6, something like that. They all come together, they're all going to separate into the little turfs, and then they're all going to have little gang fights and stuff like that. That's not a problem now. But if you do that and you bring them all to King, I think that's what's going to happen. You're going to start, you're starting something by closing one school down. And by the 6th grade academy, that's also not good. One, because they're still going to go to King and have those turf wars and everything. But also, let's say I'm a kid and I'm going to go to Coan again, and I'm just walking down the street, or I'm about to catch the bus and I'm going to King. I see these other 6th graders coming to my school, that is a middle school, right across the street from where I live. But I have to catch the bus and go to a school on the other part of the city or whatever, and I have to see them go to my school and saying, why can't I go there? The school's right there, it's right next door to me, why can't I go there? Oh, I can't go there because they're making me go to a school way out there and letting other kids use my school. Rather than just extending the school's border, or extending the school's zone, so it can be out there, extend it to Candler. And if those people don't want it, why don't they just create a private school? Another reason why I really hate this idea is because of the distance that kids have to go to get to school. It's not just like you're on the Coan, you miss the bus, you get to walk to school, you probably won't even miss a class, or if you do, you miss the first class, but it's not a core or language arts or math or science or Georgia studies, something main core. But if you miss, and if they close down the school, don't even have 6th grade academy, they just close down the school, and you go to King, if you miss the bus, there's no walking to King, because you don't live near there if you go to Coan. I guarantee that. If you did, then you would be going to King. But you're not. So, if you're in Coan and they just close down everything and you're on the King, you miss the bus, there's no going home. You just missed the whole education of school. And if you just kept Coan open and somebody missed the bus, they can just walk. But since you didn't, there's no missing the bus. And if you miss the bus, then whoop, you just missed school. And then after you miss school so many times, you're just going to fall back and you're just not even going to want to go to school anymore. You're going to say, I can't make up the work, I can't do this, and that's how we have dropouts now. And it's just all leading up step by step by step. It might be little at the first time, some kids miss the bus and all that, but it's going to keep on happening. It's just the distance is always everything. You always want to have a school in the community, because kids can go there when it's needed time, go there. They miss the bus, they can walk there because it's in their community. But if it's not there in the community, they can't walk there. They depend on something. If it's a bus, if the bus runs late, the bus breaks down, they can't get to school. But if it's in Coan, the bus breaks down or something like that, they can walk to school. And it's not like, oh, my parents will just drive me to school, because most of these kids can't even, most of their parents go to work before they even go off to school. Some of the parents don't even have a car. They catch the bus themselves. So they miss the bus. There's no one to drive them there. There's no one to take them there. You can't walk there, it's too far of a distance. but it's not in their community because you just took a school that was in the community and you just took it out to save money.
I mean, say what you want to say though. Just if it dies, it dies. But get your points out. That's the important part. All right.
One more thing, that Coan has a great, and when I say great, it has a great history because it's like the first it is the first middle school to be in Atlanta, Georgia, and that's just great. And Sammy E. Coan is the first lady to have a middle school named after her, and that's even great. It's just outstanding. It's great. And it's a school with that much history and predominantly black is just so good to have, and I don't get why somebody would try to take that down. It has so many programs and everything. Coan's just a great school, and it's just sad to see if somebody's just going to take that away from you. That's why I don't want that to be away. I am a Coan student myself, and I just don't want to sit by and see something happen like that. That's why I'm putting out these videos. That's why I'm doing all this. That's why I'm going to be at the protest on Tuesday, 1 o'clock. On Tuesday this week, 1 o'clock, and I hope you join me out there. We're going to be protesting outside the school, and I hope, I'm just trying to get the word out, just trying to get people to help. This is Student Fighter 324. See you later.
Coan!